continue getting you a sense of what you need to know as the crisis in Eastern Europe is unfolding. We've spoken about some students from Africa, predominantly black students, who faced an uphill battle while trying to leave Ukraine. Anecdotally, we're being given an idea of some kind of racial profiling that's taking place. Let's get you a sense of what one of the students' experience has been like. Her name is Cynthia Iwueke. Iwueke, I beg your pardon. She is a Nigerian student who's been in Ukraine. She managed to get onto a train and is now in transit, obviously trying to get to some kind of safety. Do excuse our connection if it does fail us. But Cynthia, if you're able to hear us, thank you so much for speaking to us here from Johannesburg. Let me hear from you what your experience has been like in trying to leave Ukraine.
It was, first of all, it was really hard getting on the train from Kharkov because at first when we were at home, they told us the train was by 12 and we left the house by 10. On getting to the train station, they said it's been moved to 3 o'clock. We waited till 3, waited till 4. Then by 4, they said, okay, we have to wait till 9 p.m. So people got discouraged. A friend of mine that was even there, she left because she was like, maybe she'll come back. I should call her when it's there. So while we were waiting, at around 5, the train arrived, and that was how everybody was struggling to get on the train. My God, it was a really, really horrible thing. So as we were trying to get close to the train, we started hearing like bombs, like the bomb noises, like the blast became really, really loud, and you could see the smoke and the light. And it was almost like just so people started running down, like back into the train station. So that was how I was able to even get close to the train. I don't even know, if not for people being scared and running away from the blast, I don't think I'd have been able to get on the train because there are a lot of people, families, kids. So it's very, very terrible. Like people getting injured. I think someone was just, so when I got close, trust Ukrainians, they wanted to put their people first, which is understandable, but at the same time, it's okay to do like children first, women first, then you take that in line. But we were able to fight and we got on the train and it was hell on the train. At some point, the train stopped. They asked us all to off our lights. Nobody should, like, we should close all our windows and we stayed still for over 30 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes, I think, we were waiting because when I looked out my window, I could literally see the rocket or whatever going off. Because I think these 2 past 2 days have been the longest 2 days of my life. It felt like months. The trip in general was over 28 hours because I was coming from one end to the other. I was coming from Eastern Ukraine where they were already attacking. That is Kharkov. And I was going down to Uzhgorod. Uzhgorod shares a border with Hungary. So that was where I was able to cross.
Sure.
So the people on the Hungarian border, they're actually nice, but they won't let you in on foot. They won't let you in on foot. You either have to come in a private car or use the bus. So at the border there, the soldiers, they asked us to go to the train station. And the train station would take us through. So that was how we were able to get to the train station. We got a cab. A kind man that was getting his cab filled actually volunteered to take us, but we paid him. So he took us to the Vokzal, the train station. That one was a whole new hell on its own. There were so many people, but not blacks. I think they are Hungarians or I don't know the nationality of, but they were a lot.
Yeah.
They turned a black man away because he had Ukrainian passport, not Nigerian. So they turned him away because, the agreement they have with all these borders is they should turn all Ukrainian men ages 18 to 60 or 16 back so they can come defend their country. So they sent him back, which was very sad, but he is now a Ukrainian, so I guess he should defend his country.
Cynthia, if I can ask you, if you can, to just give us an idea of what the train is looking like as you travel. I understand you left Lviv in the early hours of this morning, and as you've already described to us, you're going to Hungary, which is obviously one of the bordering countries with Ukraine. Are you able to describe to us and perhaps show us what the train that you're inside is currently looking like? I appreciate if this might be a bit difficult.
This train is actually fine. I'm going to the capital. That's where I can get an international flight to go back home.
Okay.
Hungarians are actually, they are really sweet people. They try to make the journey so far really nice and comfortable for us. People that didn't have where to stay, they provided them accommodation and food. But I told them I already have a ticket, so I would like to go to the capital, that's Budapest, where their airport, international airport is, so I can go home. They let me go. If you can't, they'll provide accommodation and food for you for as long. And the visa they issue, some people got 90 days, some people got 68 days. So I don't know how they made that one, but yeah, it's different for people.
You've described how the past 2 days have been the longest of your life. I mean, you know, nobody ever anticipates that at some stage they'd have to quite literally pack up and flee because of something like, you know, war taking place in the country that they're currently in.
I literally have just a backpack.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to ask you. How did you decide what to take and what to leave?
Pet dog. I chose my computer because I told you I'm in my final year, so I'm already working on my thesis. So I chose my computer because, well, if they do decide we should continue online, I would need it. So I have a pet. Her name is Didi. I didn't want to lose her because I'll cry if I do. So I took her along, and then, which I don't know where it is now. Okay, I think it's in my friend, but I just put essentials, like say a jacket in case I get too cold. More jackets, basically, that's what I have in there. But nothing that isn't important I think I would need. So, yeah. Blankets, yeah, blankets.
Yeah, I can imagine. Cynthia, thanks so much for taking time out despite the distress you might be enduring to speak to us. Really do appreciate it.